And there we go with the first game. And let's check the starting positions. Player is looking to start in this position, but it seems to be a cove, so that wasn't really good map spawn for him. Looking at Atlantis, he's looking, yeah, to find a better spot here. He also doesn't see any fish near the shore. Now he sees one, so he'll probably drop the dog here. Yep, and Fan is already building, and he has a pretty nice spot here. So he's up for the scouting here. On the DoD side, this looks like a pretty decent spot 42. And Spoeft, well, seems like he won a jackpot here. He also has a fishing spot right next to his dock. Fox has, yeah, he's built it similarly to the player, and he's definitely in a cove here. He has enough fish here so that it's kind of okay. But since he's an eggy, he won't probably worry about it too much because his docks are for free, so not really a problem here. Looking at the TCs, this one, well, maybe in Peril it will be in range of the sea chips, but not now. But this one is definitely in the range, so that's a problem for TSM they will have to deal with. And if they manage to lose water, this TC will stay down. Looking at DOT's TCs, they seem kind of safe. This is okay, and they have nothing else close. This is another TSM's, that is players, and that seems close enough too for the volley, even for heroic sea chips. So this might be. This map is not really in TSM's favor so far. Looking at another dock for Spoeft, also very nice fish. 2-3 spots right near his dock where he's building now. That's pretty nice. Atlantis has some extra fish here, so that's nice as well. And let's look what the players are doing and how is their back map. Yeah, here's the relic. 5% Doxos, Charios, Throwing Axeman and Arcus points. So that's pretty nice, especially if you consider that it's near player who we can expect to put up some toxotes here and then. And another relic is 15% building hit points. That's a very nice one. And anyone who takes this will have very strong buildings and hard to take down. And the third relic, minus 10% villager food cost, that's an awesome one. And also, who takes this is gonna have a decided economical advantage. Now that the middle of the map is starting to be explored a bit, we can see how the fish are. At this point, you can see that TSM have a pretty bad map. No fish here at all. It's not really what they were hoping for. And Fan is just finding his fishing spots, so he's kinda okay. But this in the middle bottom is not really good for TSM. Yeah, as we can expect, Fox is building another dock right near his another fishing spots, because the sooner the fishing boats can drop off the load, the better the eco will be, obviously. We are nearing 343, so some guys will be up in. And that's player through Hermes, so no restoration. Atlantis is already up in through Prometheus as well. And here we see Fan advancing through Athena, so that's gonna be used on the water most probably, and he's halfway there. So that'll be a very decent time there. For the opponents, T2 will be basically the same as Fan. Spoeft is not advancing yet. Yeah, he'll be doing some booming probably. And Fox also not advancing yet, so he'll be going a bit slower as well. So at this point it seems like TSM should take early initiative on the water. Here we can see another relic, that's 2 population, 2 town centers, that's also very nice. Let's see how this goes. Fan has 2 docks. Player the same, so they are going for 2 docks there. And, well, this will be pretty much up to T2 this early in the game. Aspeft is just now in the half, so that's not a bad time. Not bad time for Fox either, but TSM's really advanced early. So let's see the first battles here. As you can see, we have 2 dogs here, so this will be a pretty good defensive position for Fox. Double dog fire is always something you want on your side. And at the top, there's a bit larger battle, because there's already 2v1, 2 TSMs against 1 dot. And Spoeft is finally joining in. And we see some micro battle here, and well, this is obviously a bad miscommunication between the TSMs, and that caused some unnecessary damage to Fan. Obviously, the advantage of dots will be now that they have a stronger ego compared to TSMs, because the earlier advanced for TSMs means they have weaker echo and can't really compare to the economical abilities of dots right now. So we'll see if that will be the deciding factor here. This is kind of nearing the restoration point for Fan. So once a big battle is engaged, might see that. But in the meantime, let's look at the bottom, how player is doing against Fox. Player is doing pretty well, but he has the problem of those firing dogs there. So Fox, all he has to do is basically micro a bit, expose the player's ships, but he has a lot of them there. But he's playing cautious, and well, that's the correct approach here. In the middle we have a little battle between Fan and Spoeft, so we have kind of a 1v1 on all those sides. Yeah, we can see some mutual shockwaves between the armies. Oh, this is a dense one. And well, now player is in trouble because he's being doubled. And he'll soon lose all his army. This would be a pretty decent spot for restoration actually, if you can see all the almost empty health bars there. It would definitely help him up. That would be like a double amount of his army right now. But yeah, seems like nobody can really decide where they want to battle. So when he's going down to help the double on player, whereas Poet was going up to help on the double on T2. As you can see, Fan is taking second TC. That's pretty important. And he'll be able to put out quite some echo there. The same is going for player, also taking second TC. And T2 as well. So we are going at the position where echoes are going to rule soon. And wow, this is all the players at once. Nice one. And here's the restoration for the TSMs. And that's basically where DoD had to break off a bit, because there's no reason to continue doing damage when you're actually not doing any damage. And T2 is taking a 30C as well. Well, so he's going for it as much as he can. This seems like a decent transition to land from both teams. Because as you can see, not really too much dying going on the sea, so they are probably popped. And they have a lot of spare resources now for buildings, because obviously ships cost wood and gold. And so they have 4 TCs now. Fox is taking also his 30C as he's going for player. And Atlantis is also going for a 30C, but the risky one there, near Fan. Well, as you can see, dots are actually winning the water here right now. And if they actually manage to win this, TSM's chances are kind of not high, to be honest. Because on the transition to land, both teams seem to be rather equal. But this problematic TC might spell the disaster for TSMs. Let's check if someone isn't actually advancing to Heroic right now. And isn't. Atlantis also not. And since we have Prosperity here, Fox will be coming up soon. And probably player as well, maybe. Yep, oh, we have Spleft in the Heroic now. So that's pretty nice. And that's going to be a problem for the TSMs, because they are already losing the battle here. Well, losing. At this point, they are, because as you can see, T2 is owning the top, and Fan is just now trying to raid here to make as much damage as he can. But with Spleft now in Heroic, we'll be able to pump up some siege ships. And yeah, that will be the end of all the dogs there. This TC, yeah, Fan is trying to take it, but T2 is already waiting for him there. So no go for Fan, at least at this point. It won't be that easy. Yep, that's dots winning the water pretty much. Well, Zeus is playing... Zeus, sorry. I meant player, but he plays pretty much only Zeus, so that's like the same. And he's walled himself pretty nicely, so he's in a good position to defend against anything that Fox might conjure against him. And well, as we can see, he has a decent position here beside this TC. Oh, he might be able to build some migdals there and put some early pressure on the player on the land. Here Fan is successfully defending his 30C, trying to put it up now. Well, T2 should maybe think about deleting some of his ships, because it seems he will be housed right about now because of that. And we have Spoef's Locust killing the release here, so yeah, this TC won't be coming up anytime soon. And the land battle is going for Inditu's favor as well. And we have the ceasefire. That's probably because of the TC, I would expect. That they really want to keep it and have fun actually finish it. But where are his wheelies? Here they are. Yeah, he sent a bunch of them, so they should finish it in time. And what's going on in the water? Is someone from TSM actually doing anything here, or have they given up? They have given up, because there's no point in continuing here. And this gives quite an advantage to DOTS. There's a lot of fish, especially Fox has quite decent fishing spots here, close to his docks. And, well, player is getting ready here, but no upset. And similar is going for Fox, who is making priests. And some barracks units also without upgrades as of yet. Now we have the trade readying here for the Spoeft. So, and he may be thinking, yeah, he is advancing into Mythic through Horus. Maybe there pretty soon. This TC is up, as was expected, through the number of release, but Spoeft is taking his side. And yeah, that's the correct choice, because they saw that Atlantis is here as well. And this Migdal was kinda too forward here, and it won't probably stand. Now dots obviously have a support from the water. But again, they might really be thinking about deleting those to allow more pop on the land. We have a bunch of players advancing to the Heroic. But they don't know the Spoeft is almost Mythic. I would expect some of the Zeuses to actually go for some faster Mythic as well, but that's not going on right now. They are just spamming some units for some early battles here. And yeah, we have at least medium Hippicons here. So that's a stall between Fox and player right now. But on the top, this is really going somewhere, with Spoef22 trying to do something here through the siege towers and a military presence. It's almost as if Dons haven't actually spotted this TC being so close to the water yet. I would expect some siege ships there going on, but not yet. Ah, we have Atlantis through Helios. And we have catapults, yeah. And that's a problem for the buildings of TSM. The base lineup of upgrades, that's nice. How about Spoeft? Yeah, it's just the bronze shields, yeah. Oh. Okay. But soon there will be another catapult for you. And we have a Titan Gate from Spoeft. Well, they're really going for it. And we have to have some TSM player through Hephaestus. So that's going to be soon some interesting Colossi fight down there. Yeah, this is all the time pretty much stall, because player doesn't have any siege there, and he really can't do anything against this. And right now he was caught in a bad position, having just Oxodes against Slingers. Well, it's not really going to do a whole lot. Decent embrace there. How about player doesn't have any there? Well, this one Petrobolos, that's okay, but as you can see, 2 siege ships there, or siege towers. They're alright this point here. And you have the Son of Osiris here. Do they have yet? They have one extra bolt. But seeing how Fox is advancing here, he's building another monument to shield his Son of Osiris actually. So they definitely need to keep him alive against the Colossi. Fox has just cast Eclipse. Maybe against the Titan Gate actually, so that they stall their enemies. And lots going on the top. Well, pretty much nothing so far, but finally Spoev has some siege ships there. As you noticed, yep, they are already shooting on the vulnerable TC there. That's going down and that will be down, so that means Atlantis will be limited to just 2 TCs there. And doesn't have really much upgrades there. Yeah, he was just probably sparing all his resources for the actual mythic there on the Colossi and such. And Atlantis, well, also not many upgrades there. Looking at Spoeft, he has a very decent lineup. And wow, Fox is eating into player here. He's eating into him pretty hard. Fox has a decent lineup of upgrades, and how's it looking here? Yeah, player has better because he obviously has the cheaper from Hephaestus, and that will be the same for Fen soon, I would expect. And Mercenaries. And also a Titan finally up. It'll be interesting to see where he chooses to go. At this point he seems to be coming up on his side where he's actually doing battle. So this Atlantis is going up as well. And we can see that DC is finally down through some clever usage of the destroyers. And at this point I would actually expect a Wonder. Yeah, I was just thinking about Wonder, but from TSM because they have the DC down. They are decidedly in the worst position here. But Spoiled going for the actual Wonder here. That's a very nice one. At the same time we can see that Spoiled actually relinquished the TC there. He switched with T2. T2 took this one, whereas Spoiled took the upper one to spam the mercs. That's a very nice play there. Nice one. Oh yeah, this is just taking fire there from both of these, actually 3 buildings. But he is healing up. And the Titan is here. Soon we'll have a very nice Titan battle there. And another Titan gate for TSM. So they will probably have all 3 up. Spoeft actually has Tornado here, so he could wipe out one of those. They actually flew over there. Spoeft just now casting Eclipse to make his Titan stronger. And he's blocked. And he's successfully blocking him there. Not really sure if that was what he wanted to do. But he was blocking him, and Spoeft is taking this 3C that he just took down. On the bottom, this TC is also down. most probably through siege ships as well. And somehow from the catapults, obviously. And player is definitely on the back foot here. But with his Titan up, he might be able to do something there. His Titan's just running around. Well, that's good play from Atlantis, because he needs to avoid this stronger Titan as much as he can. Just 8 more seconds, run away, run away. His Titan will lose, but not as badly as if when he was fighting under the Eclipse. And we have the Wonder up from Spoeft. Atlantis Titan is just going around. Not really sure what's the point now. And here we see player trying to do something, and he's cast. Oh well. He's going there for the Titan Gate actually. And let's see if it works out. Obviously with the Aegis you always have the problem of mercenaries. Actually pretty effective against any siege. And we have a tornado going for the underworld, but it doesn't seem to be cast all that well. But it will do the job anyway. And T2 actually just wanted to be safe here. Cast the Vortex to just eliminate player's army here. Well, Spoeft is pretty much safe here. Some nice tower spam from T2. At this point, there's nothing really going on much here, so let's return to the right. Yeah, those siege ships are pretty effective against the Titan. Any siege weapons are effective against Titan, so if you have some extra bonus there, that's going to help you. And another Titan Gate for the dots. Yeah, he's just trying to avoid the siege ships actually there. But this is just pretty much a stall in here. Well, Atlantis was able to get up the TC because Spoeft has kind of gave up on that and forgot about it for a moment. But is he coming back there? Yeah, he is. So the TC won't be staying up for long there. This mercenary spam, it just hurts my eyes. But Fence Titan will now wreck this TC, most probably even the next one in line there. Well, this seems like a more interesting battle, but as you can see, Son of Osiris is still alive next to the monuments. He's doing quite some decent damage there together with the priests, and since the Titan of Fox is coming there as soon as well, this Titan will be wrecked. Yeah, right now he's doing pretty much nothing. Should realize that it's already gone. Just try to destroy as many buildings as he can, probably go for some TC, and he's in a tough position here. He's fighting with 2 TCs, 20 pop being taken by the Titan. That means that he probably doesn't have any free pop there. And we can see at least player doing something on the water, some hammer ships there against the sieges. And this TC is again down. And TSM called it a day, because this is really a tough situation for them. This map really wasn't in their favor, but to be completely honest, I don't think they would have won even with safety TCs there. Spoev did a very nice job as a pocket. He really played well there, and I think he was the MVP here, mostly responsible for the success of his team. Let's look at the postgame. Nice civilian units through their trading there. Yeah, those early amps are interesting. As you can see, dots went a little bit slower, which allowed them to make a stronger echo and actually overpower the enemies soon after. Or soon after, it wasn't really soon, but in the end they overpowered the enemies. Alright, GG.